I feel like your voice carries, so you should be
your voice
good.
is pretty loud. So I can hear you.
Okay.
Not in a bad way. It's a good carry.
We'll introduce you.
It's trained.
So just we'll say your names and then she'll introduce you.
All right, for sure. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Ready.
All right.
No, I think how it's P. Just kidding.
One.
Fucking late.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nights Like This. I'm Allie.
I'm Lexie.
Oh, I'm Tillie. I'm Jisela.
And today we have a special guest for you guys. We got
So,
Yay.
and Soal. For the viewers who don't know who you are, bro, what do you do?
I am a music artist slash Renaissance, just all around it. Just say all around it.
So I was looking through your Instagram and I found an interview, and you grew up in Minnesota and Florida, right?
Yes.
And right now you're currently in where? San Diego?
California by LA.
Okay, for sure.
But I grew up in 6 total states now.
Well, what are the 6? I know the 2.
So Minnesota, Florida, Kansas, Iowa, North Dakota, and now California.
Oh, snap.
Why'd you move around so much?
So Minnesota and Florida were where my parents first immigrated from Laos. And then eventually when they met each other and got married, then it was a constant back and forth of let's live here for now and then here. So every 5 years they moved me. And then and then every summer I would visit my aunts, which were in Iowa and Kansas, right? And then when I became an adult, that's when I moved to North Carolina for like the little college boys days. And then I moved to Iowa for a year to take care of my cousins. And then I moved to Kansas for 4 years to take care of my nephew. And then I moved here for music.
Okay, how long have you been in California?
3 years now.
3 years? How do you like it? Compared to all the other ones. West Coast, East Coast.
To me, like the first year I moved here, I hated it.
Really?
Traffic?
I hated it. No, it was the Hollywood life.
Oh.
I hated it because it just felt like people only cared about numbers, or if you didn't do this or have this accolade, they don't fuck with you. I could curse. Yeah, you're right. You think throwing in that thing first, last second. Okay. Yeah, it's like it just feels like they don't fuck with you. So I had to take like a little 3 months break back to Kansas to like feel homey again and everything. And then that's when I came back, and then I really grinded it out. And then now I started finding like people with like-minded and spirit-minded, right? Like
with
like
that, that's something that I struggle with is like finding like-minded people. So you moved to California to do your music thing, or were you doing it already back over there?
I was already doing it back in Kansas, but I was doing it more. That was where I had like my first show as Soal, like, and then I was doing it more like on YouTube. Like I was a YouTuber doing music.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then when I moved to California was when I started becoming an active performer.
Okay.
So is that your real name?
No.
Oh. Are you gonna? Can you share it, or is it just like you're just gonna keep it Soal?
I just keep it.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
not
right.
really hidden, like people know, but then I don't really. The goal is to get people to understand like Soal.
That's okay. Respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the meaning behind it?
Soal is Laos spelled backwards, and Laos was where my family originated from. So I tried to like remind myself what I'm bringing, and then like why I do it, and then obviously like I do everything with my soul, right? Put everything into it, but then I also want to get like the Lao culture like really known and stuff like that.
So like when you first moved to California, going back to it, it's like, what were you trying to do? How were you putting yourself out there when you first started?
Only. Just kidding.
I know, going from a new state to a
Feet
different
finder.
Hey, you got some pretty feet.
They're covered today, though. You know?
You're not getting that one for free.
Patreon.
You gotta get the Patreon, the extended cut, the uncensored cut. Yeah. But it's as if this thing ain't already like crazy, like spicy, What were we talking about? I have ADHD.
She does too.
We were talking about how did you like what how did, in California when you moved to California, what was your steps? Like what were you, like you moved to a new city? What the hell? How do you get out there?
So at first it was getting introduced to a bunch of business people.
Okay.
And then I already got discovered by like somebody that has connections to the industry.
Okay, for sure.
I don't know if I should be saying like the labels that I like am in talks with.
Oh, you don't. We could.
You don't have to
Probably not.
disclose that one.
So it's like I was already frequently flying to work on an album for a specific record label that is known, and then I was getting. I'm trying to think of what it's okay to say. Like,
Think so.
Wait,
Think.
are you a freelancer or you're signed?
Like the Jimmy Neutron fucking brain.
so I'm independent,
Okay.
but by choice.
Okay.
Because throughout the years growing up, I've been asked to sign here and there for different record labels, and then like small independent ones and stuff. And then my goal was just to not get over. So I wanted to
Yeah.
understand the law system well,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to end up like any other like like music
Yeah.
artist that
Oh,
gets
like,
trapped.
Owning
our
your own
cousin.
music and stuff.
Yeah, that gets
Larry.
trapped or shelved. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed independent until I felt like I had a good understanding of how to make sure that I do make money in block. Because at the end of the day, that's the goal, right? So I was already flying to California for it. And then when I moved here, then it was about meeting a bunch of people involved in the industry. Or sometimes not even the industry. Sometimes it's just like restaurant owners that are down to help sponsor for a music video. Okay. Yeah, and that way, like they get my music out. Maybe they play my music at the restaurant, but I also put their logo in the music video, stuff like that. And then, yeah.
Since you're like a performer now, like your biggest performance, right? Seeing that crowd, what is that like for you? What was it like the first time?
It was amazing because there was 6,000 in the
Wow,
crowd.
shit. Were you
Damn.
scared?
No, because I luckily lived I don't mean to sound cocky, but it was like I luckily lived a life where I was always in sports, right? I'm
okay.
always in
Okay.
front of an audience.
Yeah.
And then it's always nerve-wracking no matter what, because if you care about it enough, you're gonna like get the jitters no matter what. But it's like I've always dealt with that pressure. And then I mean, I've imagined myself like a million times being on stage, right? Like you always do in the shower, in the car, in the basement, karaokeing. So I already kind of, the way I tricked my mindset into believing was that this is like my millionth and 10th show.
Yeah.
So it was like that, but also growing up when I knew I wanted to be a music artist, I entered a lot of talent shows, competitions.
So you've always been like outgoing.
Yeah.
Outgoing, but I was always a really shy boy, but I knew during high school I needed to change, like break out of my shell. And I put myself in the scariest thing. Like I went to audition for The Voice, X Factor, everything.
Way.
How did that go?
No bueno. Like,
What they tell you? I haven't.
so back then when I first started, like I was probably, when did I do? So I did a talent show in high school when I was 18 for senior year. That was fun. That was dancing though, because that was one of my first passion. And then when I was 20, when I was 20, I flew myself to LA. At this time, I lived in North Dakota or Minnesota, but then I flew to LA alone and stood in line for the X Factor the day before and then the day, right? So the day before, you had to pick up your bracelet,
Okay.
your wristband. And I stood in line for 7 hours.
Oh, snap.
That's dedication.
Got my wristband so I could audition the next day, okay? The next day, stood in line for 9 hours. But the cool thing, it was really cool because we were inside like a stadium. So it was a certain like maybe 5 hours in line and then 4 hours sitting. And then you just like on these nosebleeds looking down and it's a bunch of like curtains. and everybody's just going in, and some people going this way, some people going that way.
Oh
It's just
my
like,
goodness.
And the whole time were you just sitting there like, shit.
This is real.
Yeah, like
I need to take a shit.
The bubble gut sign.
it's always gotta pee. I always gotta pee. So like even when you go to the bathroom, you just hear people singing in the bathroom, just
Damn.
practicing, just like they're all nervous. Everybody's belting some type of song.
Yeah.
And to me, again, I get very like animalistic. I get more excited instead of afraid.
You're an adrenaline junkie.
When
a
I hear
little bit?
somebody that sounds really good, I get more excited because like I want to like devour that talent. I don't know how to. It's because again I grew up playing sports, so you already have that competitive like. Even if you're not better, you just like go, I'm better or I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
Did you meet like a lot of cocky people?
Yes and no, like not really, because like through auditions, people, the way I feel like everybody felt, most people is probably like, finally I'm with the same type of people that I
Yeah.
really that get me. So I feel like it was more that, and everybody's nervous anyway. And everybody's already on their customer service game, like
Oh, yeah.
they want to impress the judges, right? So they're also gonna be nice to everybody else, because like they need to keep like being in that mode.
How did they choose like who they wanted to like record? Like, were they like, hey, like I want you to be like doing the interview part, or
No, so even before the show ever, like even before you ever make it onto the show, you can make it in multiple ways. Like this process that I went was where you get weeded out. Because again, you got to remember there's like thousands of people wanting to be on the show. So they have to cut thousands of people. Because imagine getting the 3 to 4 judges, like the famous people, to sit through 1,000 people. Imagine you guys having to do that. And that's already like,
Oh,
5?
man.
I'm done.
okay, even 100 people, probably you're gonna get like 3 to 4 hours pass by. You gonna say?
Yeah.
And they do this in multiple cities and all this stuff. So this is hundreds of thousands of people auditioning. They're gonna like cut your ass out. Like if you don't look a certain part or sound very like stand out, you're gonna get cut.
What song did you choose?
I chose an original.
Okay.
So I did my own song, and then I forgot. Yeah,
Give us a
I
little piece.
fucked up. I don't even remember it.
You fucked up?
I fucked up
Fucked up your own song?
because I fucked up because I went in the freaking curtain when it was my turn, and then I just see like 3 white people, like
Just judging
it was
you.
2 white guys and a white woman, and then they're just like, hi. They're super nice,
Yeah.
super nice. But goddamn, they were intimidating, you know. And I was
Yeah.
just like,
Is it
hello.
because they were white or what?
Everything. I'm a fucking colored man in a fucking podium in a stadium with 3 white people. Things could go wrong, you know. And I was like, bro. So, and they will ultimately decide my life. You know, it's like before you pass on. You know what I mean? So
what song would you want to do if like
again now.
yeah.
Okay, so when I auditioned for X Factor, it was my original. When I auditioned for The Voice, I did Chris Brown. Please don't judge me.
Oh, no, you did. Hey.
And then I fucked that up too. and then,
Hey, bro,
And
I
then-
saw that you do choreography too. So were you
I do.
like,
No, not
you're-
for that
were
one.
you doing that Chris Brown
because I learned my
choreography?
lesson from X Factor. So during X Factor, I got down on my knees. On my one knee. Okay, I'm bending knee. I had the Tae Yang hairstyle, just like a faux hot little design on the side.
Oh,
No.
hell.
I had Timberland boots. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
And then like
He was finding himself.
I look like a theater kid really trying to get that part, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember the one main thing that I remember that will haunt me, that I always think about, is like, I didn't have a single cuss word in this song, yet for some reason when I said sit, I said shit.
Wait,
then-
wait. What part of the song?
Again. No, this is my original.
Oh, okay.
And then I said shit, and then like I saw like the white man in the middle, like his eyebrow twitch, like, you know, and I was like,
That doesn't make
and I'm
sense.
just sweating.
Wait, so in
Oh,
the original
huh?
song, can you
It
tell
was
me
like-
what the context was?
The context of the song was like a breakup, like, but it was like was during the style of like an upbeat, because this was like 2014, right, era, right? So you had the Chris Brown Should Have Kissed You era. You had the Lil Wayne and Drake
Junior high.
albums together thing. So this was like a cute like hip hop like.
So what are the
and then,
lyrics that you said?
Sit.
I don't remember. All I
said
remember is I said
shit.
shit. You know? And I was like,
Shit.
oh my god, I was so freaking out. I was like, hurry the fuck up, finish the song.
Hey, but you have to go through those things and grow from them, and like, look, here
I
you are
did.
now.
Did you
I
keep
did.
going? You kept going, huh? You just
You might as well finish
I kept going. I just had to.
You just
know?
gotta pull through.
Because I've been waiting my whole life, right?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if I fuck up. You're gonna listen to me. I waited fucking 9 hours today, 7 hours yesterday. I flew here on my own money. I don't remember where I was working
I
at.
was gonna say, how the hell were you
My own
funding all of
paycheck.
this?
Damn.
Credit cards, don't get them.
Oh.
Felt that.
Hey, you
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I did what I did.
Chase
I
that
did the
dream,
thing,
though.
you know? And then it went by so fast. I fucking did like a 2-minute song. And like,
You blacked
and then
out.
they're like, all right, thank you. So we don't think we'll have you, but there's definitely something there. So like, try again next year. I was like, okay. And then, all right, so you want to walk out that way, and then this person's going to cut your
There's
wristband.
the door.
Wait, so in
Yeah,
that
so I walked
moment,
out, they cut my wristband, and then I was like, so I guess I go to my hotel and then fly out the next day, bro.
but really in that moment, like, what were you thinking? Like, what were you feeling? Like, whenever they shut you down.
Were you like,
When they shut me down, I already knew why. Like
Like you knew you bombed it.
I knew I bombed it already. You know, I was just like, look, it just felt like my grandma. It just felt like another day of my grandma going, you didn't wash the dishes, and then I was just like, I already knew what was gonna come. That ass whooping. So I was like, fuck, mate. You know, I felt like I dishonored everybody. I was just like, bro, but it's okay. But again, it's like I understood I was still young
yeah.
at the time, but to me, I didn't give myself excuses. It was more like, fuck, what can I do? Like, when's the next audition? You know?
Get up and try again.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, I gotta practice. I gotta not fuck up my words, everything. I gotta change my haircut. was about-
He
First
got a
things
haircut
first, get that
today.
I know. Let's see.
And then he's covering it.
Yeah, and then again, that was something that taught me, like, holy shit, there's a lot of people competing for this that also want it. I literally waited like a collective of 16 hours in 2 days just to do a 3-minute audition out.
Damn.
And not fly. But it was so worth it because I felt like I learned a lot because I chose to treat it as a lesson.
Yeah.
And then a couple years later, The Voice was going on, and then I did a 16-hour drive or something from Minnesota to Chicago, Illinois,
Okay.
to do the same damn thing where I fucking like waited for 7 hours the day before and then waited 4 or 5 hours this time. And this time for them, it was in this big building where they put you in groups now. You're not alone in front of 3 people. You are with a group of 10 people in front of 1 in a single room. And then like I'm over here and I hear in the next room somebody like sound exactly like Sam Smith. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And they even cut him.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, oh, okay. When's the next audition? You know what I mean? I was like, I still went with it because I was like, okay, I'm bringing something new. I still haven't really seen an Asian guy, all this stuff, and then I could sing like the Chris Brown stuff. Let me do this. So then I did it, and again, I didn't stand out enough to where, because again, you got to remember these execs, they have to cut. It doesn't matter if you're really good or really pretty or what. Like, they got to cut you if they just really feel like you're not going to be a specific character. Because also when you start watching the shows, you also see that there's clearly some people they purposely put on the show.
It's all political.
Yeah. Anything you see on TV is always a specific thing just to get views.
Yeah.
So some of it is going to be fabricated, some of it is going to be pure like actual like sad story.
Yeah. Would you do it again? If given the opportunity?
At first, I really was like, no, because again, I have things going for me already that could put me in a really comfortable position. But I do love the challenge, and I love the shows. They're so, it's so fun to watch, you know? So I'm totally down now with what I can bring now, right? So I didn't try for America's Got Talent yet. So I was like, maybe that.
Could that be in our 2025 cards?
The Golden Buzzard.
Probably not.
2026?
My 2025 is booked. I'm busy.
Dang,
So-
he's
booked and busy.
She.
I got
Yeah, I
plans.
saw that in you released in 2024 your single Lover Boy. So you a lover boy for real, huh? You
he's a lover boy.
Your music be for the girls. I was even looking. You have a song called "Bong Girls," I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What?
When are you gonna finish Filipino Girls?
Filipino girl. Take you out to Jollibee, girl. Mahal kita po. You my hoe. I don't know. Are you Filipino too? Filipino? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it.
They're
Okay,
not
okay, okay.
Mexican,
Yeah,
Oh,
me and
no.
Oh
her.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Filipino.
Filipino
Yeah.
Mexican, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Filipino.
Yeah.
Filipino, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So like,
That's good.
Yeah, no, Filipino.
What inspires you to write your music? Because I listen to the lyrics of your song. So is there something that you go through and you write it down, or is it just kind of like you're in the lab and you're like, yeah, this one's for the girls right here. Let me just.
It's never like that.
Yeah.
It's always something I go through
Okay.
or it's something I've seen, you know.
Okay.
So all my songs are always my life experience. So even when I did like Hmong Girls, how that started, just to make a long story short, was I was performing a song in Fresno, California, where we're at, and I performed a song called Loud Girls. And then I explained that this song was because I was raised by a lot of women in my family.
Okay.
And, you know, I love them to death. And I've seen and heard all the stories they've told me. And I see the unfairness of how an Asian man gets to live this world compared to an Asian woman. And I even saw it with my sister and me. The difference was night and day. And then I decided to make Loud Girls, which was to uplift and highlight how beautiful, inside out, how powerful. And then it happened to be a lot of Hmong girls in the crowd. So then they were like, can you please do a song for us? And I was like, y'all sure? Because I already know motherfuckers going to be like mad at me.
Yeah.
Because obviously not everybody's going to understand why I made it. Because if you just hear it, then you go, oh, he loves Loud Girls. Oh, he loves Hmong girls.
Yeah.
But then like, it's more that I already know that they get very overlooked and underappreciated. So when you understand the deeper things, it was never to get girls. It was just for them.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I have a
Thank you.
question.
And then, before you, the issue is it started a damn thing where now I get Viet girls going, can you make Viet girl? And then I get Indonesian girl, can you get Khmer girls, Kimba girl?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bruh, I'm about to come out with an album called Girls All Around the World.
Might as well.
You should have. You should have.
But that's the issue is like, I'm about to get every single man against me. You feel me?
Okay, and
But that's okay.
Okay, and I get death threats like for the past 2-3 years. Like,
I mean, if you're already getting them, you might as well full send, capitalize
oh
on
yeah,
it.
I get death threats a lot.
You would say that shit.
Yeah, like might as well go in, right? I already started. Yeah.
We got your back.
Yeah.
Wait,
Good one.
what's the craziest shit that people be telling you?
The craziest shit. Do you remember what before I
I'm
cut
sorry,
you off?
What was your-
just
No,
so
don't
we-
worry, don't worry. You
Okay.
you finish your story. I remember.
What was the craziest?
Yeah, like the craziest shit someone's like messaged you.
Message me, bruh.
Like as far as like death threats go.
So ever since getting into the Hmong community,
Yeah.
and like they show me so much love,
Yeah.
but then there's also this other side of people that like, holy crap, if you are not Hmong,
Mhm.
they will like attack you. They don't care. And when you start to understand why, then you go, okay, you know, you got to understand too, the Southeast Asian culture, the whole thing is,
Yeah.
we're a third world country for a reason. You know what I mean? Like the education system is like purposely lower so that, shit, I shouldn't be talking about this because I'm going to go to Laos and then like I might actually get killed because they don't like you being very educated. But just know, you know, communism, everything, like they purposely suppress you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So imagine now, this is why I've noticed like when the OGs move to America and they try to start a new life,
Yeah.
some of them, just like I'm sure y'all have like argued with your OGs at times where you just go like, how come they're not like understanding your feelings or like thinking out like
Oh yeah.
just thinking about their action and just able to apologize, blah blah. And then you start to understand they grew up in a more suppressed everything.
Yeah.
So again, with the Hmong community, I had to learn that there was some tension between Hmong and Lao people.
Oh, okay.
And you know, I didn't know any of this because again, I grew up in 6 different states, 3 different high schools. Like, I'm just out here always being like this token Asian guy that had to prove to non-Asians that we're cool. And when I finally moved to Cali, where I had the biggest culture shock of seeing so many Asian people in my face, it was the coolest thing to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, my people, finally. And I thought when I got into the Hmong community, and they're showing so much love.
Yeah.
They show way more love than the certain handful of people.
Yeah.
But the handfuls, they go in. They go 100. It's not like little cute shit. It's like straight up. So me being there for the youth, everything, they call me pedophile. They call me rapist. They call me a womanizer.
Oh, bro.
They make
Everyone went after Michael Jackson for shit.
yes.
So.
And I know a lot of stories about Michael Jackson that y'all would be like, holy shit.
Bro, I wanted to get into that real quick though, because how you talking about like people calling you pedophile and stuff. So I noticed a lot of your music, it's tailored more towards, well, I guess you have a lot of young fans, right? And when we were downstairs, we were talking about how, damn, your Ride or Die single in 2024, that song, I was just like, okay, rated E over here, explicit. And I know
Ready to eat everyone.
E for everyone, but I know that you're trying to like, kind of like Justin Bieber, how like he was very young and he tried to grow up basically and be more explicit with this content.
Evolve in his music.
Yeah.
That is the thing that it sucks with my dynamic is because I grew up in, it wasn't a perfect family, but damn did they love me properly. And like I had very smart family members that really taught me that family is valuable. And even people that are not blood related, they can be family. And I was always taught, it's like you help others without expecting anything back because it's just the way you should do, because maybe it'll start things. And I've always lived by this rule of ripple effect. So the songs that I put out, again, they're always about me or something I go through. So, and again, my goal is to always write very mainstream and very, so the world could digest it properly. So a lot of times I don't curse, right? I don't use very derogative words and all this stuff for reasons, because you don't know who's listening to it.
Yeah.
But then there's other parts of me that have grown up like, again, I'm a Southeast Asian boy.
Yeah.
I got gangster families. I've been in it. I grew up in the ghetto too.
Yeah.
But who the fuck really wants to live in the goddamn ghetto? Like, who the fuck wants to always watch the back? So my goal was me always seeing that Southeast Asian guys seem to always be thugs and all this stuff. I'm like, is this what we want the children to like think? Like, this is the only thing you can be? So
You sound like such a nice guy. Damn.
oh, thanks.
But then listen to Ride or Die single and then you're gonna be like, okay.
That's what
I'll
I'm saying. I'm like,
explain.
you sound like such a nice guy.
Was I not nice in the
Wait
song?
till tomorrow.
Was I not nice in the song? Did I sound mean?
No.
All right,
Just
then.
was not.
I sound really nice in the song, don't I? That's really nice.
Wait, what was
But-
it that he said earlier? Because I could be daddy.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Dad or daddy? I was like,
that's the thing. There's PG soul and then there's trap soul, right?
Yeah.
There's the alt soul, right? I want to be both, and I am both. That's why my demographic gets hella conflicted. I got the adults thinking that I have more children followers,
yeah.
and then I have adults that don't even know that really, right? But because I even recently, just the other day, I had a lady DM me and just go like, it was to something where like I just did a like cute TikTok with another influencer and she like flicks me off, and then the lady's like, this is really cute, but like I don't know, since you have a lot of children followers. So
Yeah.
Okay, Karen.
I showed her the
Then you should pay attention to what your children are doing.
that part, but also I showed her the receipts. I took a screenshot of every single social media, and I showed her. I was like, my demographic is actually people from 25 and up. My main demographic, like thousands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all gotta understand that there's a part of me that, like, I want to be there for the children, and the more that children follow me, the more I feel like I need to go a very PG route and try to not show them this or that. Show them that they could do more than just be Southeast Asian gangsters.
Yeah.
Which I love my gangsters too, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
come on, even like we want them to have a better education system and represent where the world, like, I want to put them out into the world properly. And then so that song, I was just a feature. So it's not my song, you know?
It's not your song.
But
It's
again,
different from everything else that you put out.
that part. And then yeah, it's like I could be dad and daddy at the same time. Please. I can't just be one. Like, cause look, even Chris Brown. Is he not
True.
both?
Yeah.
True.
Or Justin Bieber.
Or Justin Bieber. It's like, if you look at it, how come all the parents let their kids go to the shows? But for Chris Brown, you already goddamn know you better be like
I was
21
gonna
up.
Say,
Yeah.
But,
But
like, also,
Justin
like,
Bieber. Let's
we
say
grew
Justin
up in the
Bieber.
era of like Justin or Chris Brown when we were young, singing his like songs and shit.
Yes.
We had no right.
Well, there's
no,
that too. I always, whenever any parent tries to hit me, especially when Ride or Die came out, there was a couple complaints. Luckily, only a few, but most parents said
You're not gonna please everyone.
that part. But also, most parents were like, "We actually really like this. We're just not gonna have our kid listen to it." I was like, "Thank you."
As you should.
As long as y'all understand, it's like no matter what, every social media, you have to be a specific age to even create an account.
You know,
Okay.
people be lying though.
So they could be lying, but that's now up to the parent or guardian to monitor their child,
Yep.
right? At the end of the day, children nowadays have access to internet. I am the least of everybody's worries of what children are going to see compared to everything that they do. Children's TikTok
Yeah.
to Megan Thee Stallion, which I love, Cardi B, which I love, like
Yeah. I see.
Kendrick Lamar, everybody, like children listen to all that. So why am I all of a sudden I have to be the main saint? You know what I mean?
Hey, so I kind of want to know. I'm sorry. Just
No, you're good.
randomly, who, like, for R&B wise, who are you listening to? Like, who's your inspo? Like, what are you listening to?
Definitely old school Chris Brown.
Okay.
I love that. I
Mm.
love Chris Brown.
Feel that one.
I do want to come out eventually with a couple songs in that era where it brought back that's why Ride or Die, when Rose Moon, shout out Rose Moon by the way, like she's the girl on the song. When she hit me up for this, I already knew exactly what vibe she wanted because again, she's around the same age as all of us, and then like she grew up in the era too, and we wanted to hit him back with that 2005 vibe of like Nelly, Ashanti.
Yeah.
So we hit the public with that, right? Ride or Die, which is a like old school ass saying.
Yeah.
And then you already hear it from the beat. It's just straight up, it sounds old school.
I'm gonna
So-
settle this beef right now. Drake or Kendrick?
Oh,
Whoa.
Drake or Kendrick? He doesn't want to.
Crickets.
there's too much beef.
I would say Kendrick won the battle. But at the end of the day, too, you can't deny Drake's accomplishments.
True.
No, for sure.
You can't
for
deny
sure.
Drake has songs that hit. And same with Kendrick. I would say I like listening to Drake's songs because he knows how to word it properly, melodically. Whereas Kendrick, he makes you feel like you gotta fucking be like, oh, black
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Oh. And I love it too, because I'm like, yeah. You know, I love it too. I love it too. But then like he's too poetic. It's just like J. Cole.
Yeah.
I love them both. I definitely understand their skill level, but I can't bump to them as well as I could bump to Drake because Drake just understands how to write it and have his team write it, whatever. When you get to a certain level, you already understand that every songwriter gets teams of writers.
Yeah.
Now, granted, some artists could be the main writer, but no matter what, songs are always thrown at them.
Like ghostwriters.
Yes, because when I started getting busy, they were throwing people's writers at me too, like Rihanna's writers, Chris Brown's writers. They're throwing them at me, and then I'm somebody that takes so much pride in my writing all my songs 100%.
So you've written all of your songs?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
So like
Thank you.
even when you get like super super big, you're not gonna ever accept writing or
No.
singing someone else's song.
I'm totally down in terms of like if you feed me a beat and maybe a specific hook, then let me take it from there. Or like because when there was a certain time when I was getting so busy, and then they started throwing this and that at me. Because again, holy crap, when you get in there, they try to make you record 100 songs within a week. Like, go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got anything? I'll bring somebody in.
Yeah.
Let's work on something. Let's work on a beat now.
As
And I
long as
love it.
You're consistently creating.
I love it. And the thing about new independent artists, what you have to understand is there's a reason why mainstream music artists sometimes they need writers, because all of a sudden I'm getting booked to do this interview at this state, and then I got to do this public like meet and greet here, and then I got to perform here. Where do I fit the studio time?
Mm.
You know, it's like, and then all of a sudden sometimes you get this writer's block, but you have to understand that you are a walking brand and a walking business, and songs should come out consistently at specific times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm open-minded to receiving it, but I will always just keep turning it away if they can't beat me, like my own song. Because again, at the end of the day, I go, look, like if a label wants to sign me, there's a reason you came to me.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't come to me just to be a face and then you're going to write everything for me. You came to me for the creative mind. And that's what I take pride in. My goal is to be like a Neo or Bruno Mars, right? I want to be that guy that writes the songs and you could tell it's mine. Ed Sheeran. But then even Ed Sheeran gets songs thrown at him,
Mhm.
right? Right? Same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be in that space. And they call it top lining when you write for people.
Oh.
And it just makes you that much more proud about your work,
Yes.
knowing that it came from you.
It's that because, again, my name is Soul. The goal is to stay as much of me as possible. Try to not sell out too much of myself. Like, I need to know, again, there's a reason I started music, and I don't want the one reason that I started it to go away, right? Yeah.
So by the time this comes out, tomorrow you actually have an event out here in Fresno at Switch. We will be there.
Thank you.
So are
You all?
Not me, no.
She's not going, no.
I'm working.
You look pretty sick right now. I feel like tomorrow you're gonna.
I know.
She has an important
looking so
job.
good.
She has a cough, I think.
But what's it called?
Throat's
So,
kind of itchy.
are you on tour right now, or is it just kind of like a random club event that you're doing?
It's just random club event.
Okay.
So
How
I'm
did
not.
you guys come up with this?
I don't know. Heart just hit me up. Heartbreaker. He just like, you want to do a show on this time? I was like, yeah, let me know. And then he asked, for the rates and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, but on top, when we're talking about touring, I want to know kind of like, what is your dating life like as of right now? Because I know you're super busy. So what is your dating life looking like right now?
Too busy.
There's that. I feel very comfortable with understanding that I am a worthy person to date,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also smart enough and considerate enough to know that I cannot properly date a woman and give her quality time that I know she would want as much as I would want to.
Okay.
So because I know that I'm very busy and I'm in a certain time in my life where I'm right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right on the cusp.
I'm right on that cusp, whatever that is. And then I didn't say that. I'm a human being, girl. Like, I'm a human being. Like, Ride or Die came out. Like, you think that was from no experience?
Yeah.
And then, but I'm smart enough to know that because I throw all my finances toward music, toward my dream, because the goal is to like end up in a mansion that I could throw Thanksgivings, Christmas, birthday,
Yeah.
everything. I just want my family to be there. That is always in the back of my mind. Like, I will never forget that I have a goal to change the community, the whole Southeast. Right now, I'm focusing on Lao and Hmong mainly, but the goal is then to really hit all Southeast and in the world when I can. But I know
Yeah.
right now what I can relate to the most is that they need it. We need it. So because I know that, I'm just like, I can't take on
You
a
gotta
girl
put
right
you.
now.
You gotta put you first.
Yeah. But
All right, fine. Since we're talking about like sneaky links aren't off limits or anything like that, how do you distinguish whether or not they want you for clout or just for you? You know what I'm saying?
I don't really care.
You don't
Oh.
care?
Oh
Damn, you don't
shit!
care? You don't
So tomorrow. So tomorrow.
He said puss is puss.
I didn't say it like that,
That-
but you gotta understand, like, I live a very different lifestyle
Yeah.
that some will not understand unless you actually live it. It's so different. And even at the level I'm at, I'm not even like big or this, and it's already crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all should see. It's crazy. And the goal is for me to like not get lost in that,
Yeah.
get lost in the sauce, right? So that's what, again, why I involve myself even more with the community. One, because I care that much. Because when I was a kid, I didn't see Southeast Asians on any social media platform. Now that I'm in a position, the goal is to show the kids that there is people that look like you, and now they'll be proud instead of growing up with an identity crisis like I did.
Right.
Yeah.
So I always remind myself of that, and thank God, luckily, like there's so many dance teams that like I'm involved with. There's so much youth programs that I could like focus. But then obviously, in certain times when I'm performing at 21 Up clubs,
Yeah.
like your boy got certain goggles, you know anything?
All right. So.
Certain
You can have your shirt
periscopes.
off tomorrow.
No,
All right. So.
They're gonna be in the
I'm
crowd.
saving
Take
that.
it off.
Take it off, so. What are you gonna
I
do?
need to get my.
What are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna do when
do.
they
I
say
need
that?
my certain tattoos before I do it, and then I'll probably do it 2026. Because again, I need to transition back
Slowly.
into like the trap soul.
Ooh.
Because again, for the past 2 years, I've been very like, very tame. You know what I mean?
So for the girls, what do you looking for? What do you look for in a girl? Once you start wanting to date, what are you looking for? What is your non-negotiables?
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Must be funny
Must be funny.
and not
Okay.
think they're funny. They have.
For the girls,
Damn.
okay, write this down. Write this
Hey,
down.
that part.
You gotta be funny.
But you can't know it.
No. No, you could be about it. You just can't think you're funny and not be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't be
okay,
cracking
okay,
jokes
okay,
like,
okay.
you know, like,
Yeah.
I can't be making a stank face after a joke, you know? I need dad tier level jokes, you know what I mean? You feel me? And then, so that's non-negotiable.
All right, funny.
He's not about a fake laugh on his own time. For
Looks
real.
do matter,
Looks matter, girls.
Damn.
mainly for my future children.
Hey, I feel that. Okay.
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 You know what I mean? I'm trying to make their life a little easier.
Yeah.
Imagine. Same thing with the name choices. I'm not gonna name my kid Colin. No, I hate the Colin. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The Colin, not the Colin.
Is
What would you name
Colin
your
gonna be
kids?
the fucking star point guard? Probably not. But is LeBronthony? You feel me, LeBron?
You like that? LeBronthony?
It's a lot stronger than Colin.
Is LeBronthony?
LeBronthony's gonna carry the school team to the state.
You want D1 athletes.
Hey, you're pretty tall for an Asian too.
I'm okay. For Southeast Asians, yes.
What do you mean? Aren't you like 6 foot? You're pretty tall to me. I'm 5 foot, so like.
6 foot. Bro, where'd you get 6 foot from?
He's
Hey,
tall.
thank you. I'm decent. I'm
No, I
5'8".
don't mean it
I'm
in that way,
5'8".
I'm just-
Yeah,
See,
I'm 5'8".
exactly. He's 5'8". That guy's
Okay,
tall.
that's pretty.
I'm
Yeah.
5'8". So yeah, 6 foot basically, right?
Right.
Rounding up.
No, I don't really care. I actually like that I'm 5'8". No, I don't. And then, and,
Would you date a girl taller than you?
yes, I would, and I have.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I love to climb.
He likes to climb.
But and
He's a
again,
rock climber,
hey, if
he
I
said.
want to actual basketball playing, volleyball playing children, maybe I'll get a tall one. You know what I mean? But at the same time, no. Like I would prefer one shorter. You know, I like to be dominant, so it's like. But again, it don't matter. You could be tall as shit. I'm still gonna be dominant. It don't matter. But it's like, in public, can you not wear high heels? You feel me? If you're already towering me, sometimes it's fun. I like it because I don't really understand guys getting insecure about it. Because to me, I'm like, you just bagged somebody that by historical movie trope, romance trope, you should not be together, but you bagged that. Like you should be. That's your trophy right there. You better flaunt her everywhere.
So would you be okay with like a girl sweeping you off your feet if she was taller than you?
Like physically.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I'm getting a little
Like
lazy.
wedding night, instead of you picking her up, she picks you up.
I'm getting a little lazier these days. I don't mind a piggyback ride to Baskin Robbins. Pick me up, mommy. Like, let's. I don't mind it.
Not the mommy. Yeah.
But again, looks do matter.
Okay, so sorry.
Look.
Original question,
Yeah, let's go
original-
back. Let's backtrack.
Looks,
Do you remember
body-
what you said like 30 minutes ago? Did you
what-
need to go on that?
What was that question?
Oh yeah, what was your question?
I mean, if you're done, you can finish.
Okay, let's real quick because I feel so bad.
No, you're good. Don't feel bad. I just wanted to touch on. So you had mentioned you were raised by multiple women. You did sports back then. Like, can you dip into your life, like your background a little bit?
I am fun-sized Chris Brown. No joke.
Okay.
No joke. I know. To you girls who love Chris Brown, you're probably like, yeah, right. Yeah. But like, you guys gotta understand, like, okay, let's dip into my life.
Like your upbringing, just like a general.
Okay.
Like,
Oh.
you did
Generalization.
college.
Yeah.
For one semester.
You did.
And then I said, Mom,
what were
I
you
want to be
majoring
a.
in?
It's not a phase, Mom. You know, I said, I want to be a music star. Yeah, it's not a
I
phase.
will see the night.
Wait,
I'm
did
gonna
you
be
have-
into music.
Did you
Yeah.
have an emo phase, bro? Did you have like a bang and everything?
Do we call it emo or just fucking Asian 14-year-old?
With the,
Oh,
with the
shit.
bowl cut,
Look,
bro?
no, look. When we were all like 12 to 14, did we not have a fucking build hat? Ever like do the fucking picture? Did we not ever have nerd glasses?
fair.
Oh my god.
The nerd
I
glasses
can-
took
I
over
can
my
pull up
life.
the picture
Did we
right
not ever
now.
have bangs at one point? Both guys and girls had the thing. Did we not at one point consider having gauges?
Did you really?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
saying.
He considered it
He
though.
considered it.
Did we not at one point rock skinny jeans and Vans and Converses?
I missed.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you this real quick. Did you have a jerk era? Were you a jerker?
Not a jerker, but because I'm a
Damn.
dancer
Yeah.
and was always in dance battles and stuff,
Yeah.
I could hit it.
So you were rocking the skinny jeans with the Vans and like cat
No,
caddies
not
and
really
stuff
like that. I
Okay.
was a very
So we're gonna dance battle it out or all crazy?
no, I was very influenced by Jackie Chan's style. I love
Whoa.
Hold on now.
y'all ever don't hate on Jackie's drip.
He's our uncle.
Okay, did y'all ever watch his movies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did
Karate
y'all?
Kid.
I'm not talking about 2010 Jackies. I'm talking about 1980s Jackie movies.
Like his kung fu movies?
Never seen him.
Fuck it, I rock it too. But I'm talking about his like. Okay, I gotta think of some movies here that'll. He just had the 1980s like vibe with like the like I don't know like denim jeans with like the
Oh
white
my god, with
shoes.
the crop tops?
No.
Yes.
You
He used to
getting
wear crop
crazy.
tops.
Okay, let's skip that part. Not that movie. I missed that
Everything
one.
but that.
It's just what all Asian dads wore.
Fair.
That was my style because again, I didn't really buy clothes. I just took whatever was from my dad's closet. So that was my style.
Yo, in your interview last, you had said something about like they be giving you free clothes, so you had to wear streetwear. Is that your
That's-
style now, or?
I get a lot of free clothes from people and it's always streetwear and I'm like, y'all, even though I came dressed like streetwear, this is just me trying to see if this is a good fit for tomorrow. I just wanted to feel it because this is the first time I put this type of getup on.
Wait, so what is your true style then?
My true style is more of the gentleman style. It's like,
Button up.
no,
Oh,
no.
gentlemen.
Wrong one.
It's
Not that
like
kind.
K-drama.
Okay.
Okay.
I just like
BTS.
I lean more towards being a dad
Oh, okay.
than a daddy, right? Like I don't need this phase.
Daddy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just
Ooh,
like
that
the
sounds
let's just
cute.
dress proper and like I'm gonna take you out to like, coffee. Whenever I wake up late. We can still have coffee. I don't really drink coffee. You can. Again, I don't drink alcohol. By the way, I don't drink
No,
You
he
this.
doesn't
No.
know.
Ever?
Mm-mm.
You've never? Well, have you tried it?
I've tried it only for specific special reasons, but again, it's only been tried in terms of you could put a glass and all the alcohol I've ever tried still won't fill up the glass.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. So you're
Mhm.
like completely like.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I just already seen that I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Again, if you're Southeast Asian, what I'm saying is against religion. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah, I feel that.
It's against religion. Like drinking is in our religion. Like
It really is.
you drink or you don't, and that's disrespectful. And I go, okay, then I'm disrespectful. Because like the thing that I'll respect is my body, right? My temple. And again, I still eat junk food here and there, but to me, I just know that alcohol. I don't want anything to. One, I grew up around all the parties because my dad was a traveling musician.
Yeah.
I'm at every party as a kid, helping set up and then sit down. I'm at the party all day. And everything I see, I always see random this like these people all of a sudden start arguing when they were best friends. And then I see this person say, I'm sorry I cheated on you. It was the alcohol. And I'm like, and then I hear this person died from a crash or this person kills somebody because they were.
Oh, I feel that. So it's kind of like trauma in a way.
It's trauma.
Because I
And
went through the same thing too. I grew up watching that stuff too, so I know exactly
Okay.
what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah, it was that and more like because I knew I was shy, I really hated the idea of needing a vice to be somebody I wanted to be. So the goal was to be that person without any shortcuts.
That's deep.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So yeah, to this day I don't drink even before a big show.
Now I don't feel bad for not drinking either.
she doesn't drink
Ooh.
either.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why she
Eh.
doesn't want to come to the club.
You
She's
drink.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
said?
that's why I wasn't really pressed on going tomorrow.
Let me show you breath right now.
It's stank, bro. It's I'm just playing. Oh. Yeah. I think did you answer the question fully about like how you grew up, basically, like.
Oh, okay. That's my bad. This is our ADD.
No, I know. I
Okay.
swear, we're just going on.
Okay, let me try to
You
just
went
do.
to college
like a
for a
quick thing.
semester.
I was born and went to college right away, or we just started from there.
No adolescence, just
Okay,
start
there-
college.
There was really important moments in each like age era, as I think we all have been through.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I was born just instantly getting moved around, so by the time I made best friends, I don't get to see them anymore. It's just like, whoop.
How did that impact you as an adult?
As an adult, I'm so thankful now because I'm a traveling musician. I constantly see new people and I will see them again maybe a year later. So it's something I'm already born into. My parents had me fly at a young age. Like they had me and my sister start flying alone independently since I was like 9, 10.
Is it just you and your sister?
Very irresponsible, by the way. Huh?
Is it just you and your sister? Is that
Yeah.
your only sibling?
That's it.
Are you younger or older?
She's older.
She's older.
Yeah.
Aw,
Oh.
baby soul.
Yeah. So, sorry. What?
I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like when you grow up with an older sister, you're more prone to being more.
She was a fucking demon, bro.
No, but
She was a
like you have
fucking-
more respect. You have more respect for women. I feel like because like you know like you were talking about your family, and I feel like when you have a sister, that also impacts how you treat women too.
Yes.
Because my brothers are really well behaved. For
Well,
women.
good. As they should be. Again, like, I won't, I won't discredit the men in my family that have taught me to be that man. Right. Thank God I had a decently well put together like family. Again, it wasn't perfect. Obviously, imagine 2 immigrants coming to a foreign country, having to then not be able to teach your kid what you've been taught because they are not in that same system. So imagine them trying to figure out how to be adults in a new system and then while raising you. So luckily, I'll say this, when I was born, I'm very conscious for some reason. Like I still remember things of when I was 2 years old. And so that was the one thing that I take pride is like my memory, even though now it gets hard to like remember people's names because like, you know,
Yeah.
What's
I'm
my
at a
name?
show here, Tillie. I'm at a show here, there, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it's so hard. But then, okay, when I was 4, I had access to TV and like I just remember turning to History Channel and MTV. And when they would show like everything, like I'm seeing post Holocaust things of them like bulldozing bodies into grounds. And then I'm seeing Michael Jackson music videos. I'm like getting so sensitized right off the bat of like asking questions. So I already grew up super sensitive.
Yeah.
And that's what made me kind of constantly ask questions when I'd see things I didn't understand. And because my dad was a very stern man, where I think I have daddy issues, I kind of realized that this year. I'm not gonna lie, I was like thinking to myself, because I was like, I love my dad, and I was like, holy shit, I'm always seeking his approval. Like, did you like that?
Oh,
You know?
I feel. So were you one of those kids in like high school and shit that would be like doing anything to like
For me,
get your
yeah, to
Yeah.
get my dad's approval,
Mhm.
it was always because he was my superhero. He still
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
No matter what, he's the coolest person to me. He could do this. This is the reason I know that I have a lot of different skills. Because like I draw, I dance, I edit, I shoot, I play music, I write it, I choreograph, I blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it was all because of that man. Because when I grew up, he could draw, he could sing, he could play guitar. He was very sporty in a Lao sport called tekata, which is like a volleyball with your feet with a
Oh,
bamboo
okay.
ball. But he also loved soccer. So instantly to me, he was a freaking like god, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be like him. So I grew up like that, also very sensitive because again, I have to see this uh how do you say? Whatever. I just had to see the dynamic of like how my sister was treated versus me. Again, it's not like my parents didn't treat her badly,
Yeah.
but again, you have to understand old school Southeast Asian teachings,
Yeah.
right? So there was that, and I just had to ask questions because I'm like seeing different things from the movies in real life, but again, they still did certain things that I'm like, okay, this is love. And then there's other times I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This motherfucker tweaking, right? And then and then I didn't actually like it was when I was 11 or 12. I didn't see my sister anymore because she moved to Kansas when I lived in Minnesota. So I was
So you guys were separated.
yeah, we're separated because she just hated the small town we lived in Minnesota when she was growing up as a teenager. You know how uh, the life of a female teenager in a small
The
town.
angst.
Yeah,
What's the age difference between you guys?
she's 2 years. So she's
Okay.
34. I'm 32.
Okay.
And then again, I was an only child, low key, from 12 years old from
Yeah.
then on. So it really sucked because I was looking, or it was probably I was 13, she was 15. She moved when she was turning 16. It sucked for me because it was when I was like 14, going 15 that I was like, I would always like tell her, because again, she was also my hero
Yeah.
as much as she was the damn devil. You know what I mean? Stockholm syndrome with that one. It's like I was so excited, always telling her, hey, like in 2 years, like I'm gonna be a freshman, you're gonna be a senior. And then she's like, you know what I mean? And it was funny because I was already more known than her coming into high school because again, I was like that dude that was always star or not star. I was starting player all the time, and then I was always the really nice kid, right? And then I was the really funny kid too, because obviously trauma, right?
Yeah.
And then I started getting a little bit big on YouTube compared to the small town.
Yeah.
I was the only YouTuber.
Yeah.
So by the time I was even in 8th grade, people were like asking my sister, like, "Hey, are you Soul's sister?" Like, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then there's already high school girls asking, like, my sister if I'm taking anybody to prom or winter formal, like when I was in freshman year.
So you were known.
To an extent, yeah.
What sports did you do? In?
Football, basketball, cross country, track.
Cross country, track.
Cross country, basketball.
I hate cross country. Got out of
too.
that.
Yeah.
Football, I wish I stayed in longer, but my biggest passion was basketball. Love basketball.
Hey.
And then track, I only joined track because my mama wouldn't let me join baseball or hockey.
Oh, hockey
Okay.
was a thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
lived in
crazy.
Minnesota.
Minnesota,
Remember? I'm basically Canadian. I live.
Give us a little Canadian
I l-
accent.
Hey.
Toronto changed.
I might be too strung out on compliment overdosing comedy. Like, I live 6 miles from Canada. So,
That's a trip.
and a
That's
couple
crazy.
NHL players come from my school. So,
Oh, wow.
hockey is a huge thing. We were the number one team,
Yeah.
like school. So, even though it's a small ass school, it was still number one in the state, which was weird as fuck. But, yeah. And then again, just constant back and forth. I grew up in the ghetto. My dad owned a laundromat in the ghetto in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
So I had best of both worlds growing up. It's like small town Minnesota country boy that would ride dirt bikes wherever the fuck. I don't hunt or fish because again, I love animals. I'm a
Yeah.
sensitive boy, right?
Lover boy.
Yeah, but I grew up. The funny thing is, I grew up a fighter boy. I was fighting everybody.
What?
Like
I
my.
can't see that.
He a lover.
I know, and that's a good
He's
thing.
a protector, probably. He's one of those.
Yeah.
guys where
I mean, it was
he's
He's like,
protected. but
stop.
I grew up on Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z.
You know kung fu?
something. I know.
You know
I know
jujitsu?
crazy, right? It's-
He's like in
No.
bed.
my dad almost shipped me to Thailand to be a Muay Thai fighter when I was 11 or 10.
That's tight.
So
Yeah.
you know Muay Thai at least.
To an extent, based off of my dad's teaching. When I was 23, I entered a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament and I won it
Oh shit.
Oh,
with no training.
That's
Wow.
Oh
That's
wow.
That was only because I just wanted to see if the animal in me was still there. Because again, I grew up wanting to be a fighter. That was actually one of my passions before music.
what's your spirit animal?
A wolf and a monkey.
crazy.
I was born the year the monkey.
Yeah.
So, and I take very highly to, I'm definitely a monkey. Like I was always that like little badass kid that would climb whatever and then break glass shelves on accident.
Yeah.
You know, I caused my parents a lot of problems. And then again, before being this sensitive boy, I was actually like this fucking little shit that's like doing backflips off of everything.
Parkour.
One time, my freaking uncle would tell all the kids in town, because again, it's a decently small town, so they're all like, hey, my little nephew is like the most badass. He'll fight anybody. He'll beat anybody. And then there's another person that would be like, no, I got my little brother here that's like, he'll beat his ass. And on my one baby cousin's birthday, I remember I was 6 or 7. And then I just remember like my uncle being like, and again, my uncle at the time was like 15, 17, something like that.
That must be young.
You know, like, and yeah, he was just like, hey, like, let's go downstairs. And then he called me big head because I had a big ass head when I was a kid. I still do. And then, you know, then he brought me downstairs. And the funny thing is, like, this basement wasn't finished, right? It's just framework and concrete. I remember just seeing all these teenagers. Again, I'm fucking 6 or 7. And I was just like, I see them in a circle. And then I was like, what's going on? And then he just puts me in the middle. And then I see the other kid in front of me, same age. And then all of a sudden someone's like, fight. And then the kid starts rushing me.
Damn.
Damn, that's like, you know how like the Filipinos do the chicken fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Fight Club.
That's
He didn't even tell me I'm going to fight somebody.
Wait, but who won though?
I did.
As you
I've
should.
never lost a fight my whole life.
But going back to the other question about for the girls, what are you looking for girls?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Funny.
Funny.
Looks visual.
Looks, not to sound shallow, but again,
Eyes eat first.
I want to wake up to something pretty every day. Don't you?
With no makeup on or without
Don't
makeup?
you? Both.
Okay.
I prefer a girl that's very comfortable in her own skin. But of course, she could love makeup because, again, that's just what the world has placed on us, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. But I would prefer a girl with real eyebrows because I just want my future daughter to not have to.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always thinking about the future children because my goal is
Yeah.
to raise these freaking like genetically modified. Don't y'all? Let's be honest. Don't y'all want like the prettiest? My baby can be a model if I want to put him in. Don't you want
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Let's be honest. But the goal, obviously, I'm not gonna force my kids into anything. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah, they're cute. They could be a movie star if they want.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. So I would like a woman that I could stare at every day. I don't really care if she could cook or not because I can, but it would be very much appreciated, right? Because then it's just now we just have something fun to do as a date. Always cooking, always learning. Because again, you can start off with no skills or this and that of any clean slate.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with that because that gives us a chance to just bond and then learn together. Same thing. I used to be really mad when I dated a girl and she's like a rock.
Like a rock.
Talk to one.
Oh, I'm all.
Oh shit. I'm like, she's solid or what?
I know.
No. You ever talk to a rock?
Yeah, it's like
Nothing.
you're literally talking to a wall.
I feel like a lot of people are like that though. Fucking rocks. I call it a brick wall.
So I do like a girl with personality, you know. But then another part of me is okay if a girl didn't get a chance to explore the world properly either. Where like, let's say she'd never seen Harry Potter. I used to be like, bitch, I can't date you if you don't know what house you're gonna be sorted to.
Yeah.
Then I
Everyone
thought
name your
about it.
house right now.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yep.
Then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, this is my chance to rewatch the movies. This is my chance to see how I felt the first time I watched it. I'm just gonna stare at her when she watches.
She'd be like,
You feel me?
fuck? Yeah.
So what are some red
she love
flags
me.
then? What are some red flags?
Red
that-
flags.
For you, like when you're looking for a girl and like they do something.
If you say hi to a man, that's a body. If you,
Are you
I'll
for
Oh
real?
shit.
Okay,
Dang.
look, I understand
Yeah.
my career path and choice. Therefore, I know I cannot be jealous or upset at a girl if she gets attention. One, I take pride in that because again, if I saw her beautiful, of course another man will see her beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I will never gaslight her for being pretty. And I'll never gaslight her for a guy talking to her and her being nice to respond. Obviously, there are boundaries, which
Yeah.
I will do the same.
Yeah.
Just like, like numbers or like texting a certain way or why are you constantly responding? Like, are you giving their time emotionally? Are you going to emotionally check in with them? Right? There are things that I've learned throughout my relationships is like, don't do, don't do, do, don't do.
So like, what would you date a girl
Yes.
that's
Just kidding.
that's basically doing the same thing that you are doing right now?
I have
You
already, I've dated already music artists,
Uh-huh.
models, actresses, like influencers. I've dated public figures already just to see and understand because it seems like the obvious thing to do.
Yeah.
That
They
would-
understand it.
We would both understand it and we would both be, as much as I would put my future girl in disarray because like she has to see girls come to my show, like take pictures,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to make anybody feel some type of way.
Yeah.
I would technically like a girl that I have to feel it too. I want that double-edged sword of like, because then I'm going through it too, so that I will constantly understand what she's going through. But then recently, I've started to think that I should probably I think I want a more chill girl that doesn't like to do public things, but is okay with doing public things with me. Because obviously, I still want to do cute things like take pictures or shoot, like post videos of us, right?
Yeah.
I just want to do that. But that's the sucky thing with like my career is like, I don't know if the girl that I'm with will understand if I'm just doing this for content or
Yeah.
because
You just want a sense of like normalcy in the relationship.
I need a
right?
sense of normalcy so it could keep me in check and rooted. And luckily, my family and friends do it all the time. And luckily, I have a well-developed brain to understand not to get so like Kanye West about it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel that.
So, I guess that's basically in a girl is like she could either be a public influencer or not. I don't care as long as she has some aspiration. And number one ultimate is always she just got to be a good mother. Like she wants,
Yeah.
like she loves children. Because again, I'm always overseeing children a lot. My family owns a daycare. They used to. They just sold it finally. But
Mhm.
I used to be a daycare teacher too. And that's why I understand how to raise a baby. And I would love if my partner was not so like, get away, baby.
Are you willing to do long distance if need
I
be?
have done.
And
I dated a girl in London. I dated a girl in Australia.
Damn.
Dang.
don't like that obviously.
Honestly, the funny thing is most of my relationships have been long distance compared to the ones that I've had near city.
Mhm.
And obviously I prefer the one that I could see.
Yeah.
But there's that romance about somebody across the world or somebody you can't see always, but
Yeah.
you're thinking of them. So it's a different type of chase, and I like both. And again, I'm not the type of person to do the whole like, I only want to date somebody within the vicinity.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Again, totally understandable, because why wouldn't you want to actually spend time?
Yeah.
But because I'm a busy person anyway, it's nice if I have a busy girl on the other side too.
Yep.
And then when we can, we will meet and stuff, right? And then also, obviously, the ultimate goal is to then move in together and be
Yeah.
busy together.
All right, so we're reaching a little over an hour now. So for the last question, I guess, is would you sing a song live?
Like now?
Like now.
I knew. I had a feeling, bro.
The girls want to see
I
it. The girls
got a
wanted to see it.
feeling.
It doesn't have to be long. It could be 30 seconds. It could be a minute. It could be any song of your choice.
We have a guitar for you.
Give us a little Chris Brown.
Bruh.
If
some
you
Chris
don't
Breezy.
want to, you don't have to. We can leave it at that.
Look at Jisela.
I'll look away.
I like people looking at me.
Okay.
Oh.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Cocomelon. There we go.
Damn, guys. All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this with our special guest, Soal.
Thank you for having me.
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna link
course.
Oh,
his-
chill.
Hey, I'm gonna be linking his Instagram, TikTok, anything that he has in the description below. So make sure you follow his music, dude. It's good.
Thank you. Which have y'all been able to listen to some, or just you two? Or
I've listened to it.
and it's okay if you don't.
No, we're gonna listen to it on the way back home tonight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I never.
On that, what was
Yeah.
your favorite so far? You only heard Ride or Die?
No, Loverboy was good too. It reminds
Thank
me of a song though. I don't know if it's a sample or nothing. The one where it goes, I think I love you. It's very similar. I don't know if you've heard it.
I know that song.
It's the
I don't-
same. It's the same kind of like melody, and I
Like,
thought it was that at first.
Really?
I thought so.
I think I love you.
Yeah,
That?
yeah,
No,
that's
I
the-
go. Do
Oh,
you
so you
love me?
sing?
Do you love me not? Like,
It sounds similar to me though. I don't know.
okay, I might have to listen to that now.
No, listen to it, bro. I was like, wait.
I will say this: I write 100% of my songs. I do not try to
Do not.
like copy like somebody's project. So if you tell me it sounds the same, it's just coincident. They copy me.
Alright, so you have anything you want
I'ma
to
listen
say to
to
the
it.
viewers? Last
Thank you
words?
for having me. Give this podcast follows and everything. Just blow it up. Blow it up. This is Fire Podcast. These girls are fire. We're missing a cast member, yeah.
She just got in, but
Oh, lit. What the hell? She been
she
waiting
didn't
outside.
want to disturb us.
That was during the time you got the
Yeah.
text.
Yeah.
This is her podcast. This is her house.
Yeah, I know, but like she
But
didn't
it's
want to
okay.
disturb because sometimes
It's fine. We'll see you in the next episode.
Are
a
you gonna
year
come
from
back
now,
for
right?
another one?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
So guys, stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Damn,
Yes.
an hour.